Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss NMTC paper of stage 2. We put only one number. We put only one number A plus B plus AB. After performing the operation after performing the operation 2011 times, what is the number that is left over? What is the number that is left over? Okay, so first we will discuss the question. It is given a set of numbers A, 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and this. In this we have to delete two numbers. Any two numbers, say we will delete it A and B. And in place of A or B we have to put one number only, that is A plus B plus AB. And we have to perform this operation 2011 times. So we have to find out what is the number left over in the end. Okay, so let us discuss solution now. It is given 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3. Let us assume we will delete two numbers. We have to delete A and B. Deleted A and B. So we deleted from this set first two numbers, that is 1 and 1 by 2. Since we deleted 1 and 1 by 2, we have to replace it with another number, and we have to replace it with A plus B and A plus B plus AB. So we will replace it by A is 1, A by 2, B is 1 by 2 and AB is 1 into 1 by 2, which will give 1 by 2, and we have to replace by 1 by 2. So what we deleted? We deleted 1 by 1 and 1 by 2, and what we get? 2. So we set, our set became 1 and 1 by 2 is replaced by 2, so we will add 2, then series will be continued, that is 1 by 3, 1 by 4 up to 1 by 12. Okay, now similarly we have to perform this. Now we deleted starting two numbers, that is 2 and 1 by 3, and we replace it by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 A by B AB, which is equal to 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 will give 3. So what will we replace? 2 and 1 by 3 by 3. So new set becomes 3 1 by 4. Since 2 and 1 by 3 is replaced, 3 1 by 3 up to 1 by 12. What we are seeing that numbers are comes like 2 3, and if we replace 3 and 4 1 by 4, it will come 4. So, and we have to perform this operation by 2011 step. When we perform this by 2011 step, number left with, what number we will left with? We have to lastly we delete we have to delete is, we have to delete it 2011. Last number will become 2011 and 2012. This will be the last number, and we have to delete this. We delete this and we replace it with 2011 plus 1 upon 2012 plus 2011 upon 2012. So final answer will left with 2012. Okay. What this question was? Question what? After performing operation 2011 times, what is the number will be left over? And we will find it by this method. That number will be left over will be 2012. Number left will be 2012. This was the second question. Let us discuss third question. Question third given is 7-digit number are formed by, we have given digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 7 digits. 7 digits are given, and we have to find the number 7-digit number, and it is given that in each number no digit is repeated. That is, when we, what question says is, when we are going to write the 7-digit number, we don't have to repeat any digit. So we have to prove that among all these numbers, among all these numbers, there is no number which is a multiple of another number, which is a multiple of another number. I am repeating the question. It is given that 7-digit number are formed using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have to use this 7 digit and we have to find a 7-digit number. In each digit, no digit number. If we are writing a number, we don't have to repeat any digits. So what you have to prove, that we have to prove among all these numbers, all the 7 digits number, there is no number which is a multiple of another number. There is any number जो किसी और का multiple है. There is no any number जो, so we have to prove this. Okay, let us move to the solution. What is given that? It is given that we have to make a 7-digit number. What we have to make is 7-digit number. So total number of 7-digit number will be, total number of 7-digit number is equal to 7 factorial. So this is the total number of 7 digits, which will give 5040. So what we have to prove, there is no number which is a multiple of another number. How can we prove? Let us go. Let us suppose we take a 7-digit number as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the smallest 7-digit number. If we multiply this number by 1, it will give the same number. No other number is formed, so we cannot find this number. So next we will multiply this number by 2. Okay, when we multiply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 2, it comes 2, 4, 6, 9, 1, 3, 4. In this, what will we see? Digit. In this, what we'll see, that digit 4 is repeated. In this, what will we see? Digit 4 comes 2 times and 9 comes up. 9 comes up. What is means of 9 comes up? That is, we have to make a digit of only 1 to 7 digits. We have to make a digit using only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But in this, what we are getting is digit 9, which is not a perfect number. And digit 4 is repeated in this question. In it question, it is given that no number, among all this number, there is no number which is repeated. We don't have to repeat any digits, and we don't have to use number greater than 7. That is, we have to use only 1 to 7, and it is 9 is common, so it is proved. Now let take an example when we number is multiplied by 3. What will we get? 3703701. In this also, digit 7 is repeated. What we are saying? Digit 7 is repeated and 0 comes up. 0 comes up. Since there was no digit 0 and 7 is repeated, we don't have to repeat any digit. Okay, let us move to the 4 multiplied by 4. Answer will be 4938268. What we'll see? Digit 8 is repeated and 9 comes up. Okay, let's move to the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When multiplied by 5, it will give 6172835. What we'll see? 8 comes up. 8 was not in the digits, and 8 in this 8 comes up. Similarly, we will find for this when digit is multiplied by 6. When we multiply a digit by 6, it will give 740742, and this 7 is repeated. Okay, digit 4 is also repeated, and 0 comes up. Similarly, when we multiply this by last digit, that is by 7, it will give 8641969. What will we see in this? Digit 8 and 9 comes up, which was not in the digit. So what we see in this example is, when we multiply it by any other multiple, if we see multiple of this, all are not valid, so it is proved that among all the numbers there is no number which is multiple of another number. Okay, this is the second question that we will third question that we will discuss. Now question comes, okay, let's move to the question number 4. Let's move to the question number 4. It is given in this question A, B, C, D, and A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash are two unequal squares in a plane placed as in the given figure. Okay, in this given, A dash B dash is parallel to AB. Similarly, B dash C dash is parallel to BC, C dash D dash is parallel to CD, etc. We have to prove that what we have to prove, A dash square plus C dash square will be equal to B dash square plus D dash square. So it is given like a figure. Let's move to the solution. It is given that there is a square ABCD. Let us make ABCD square. And we have to make another square, that is A dash B dash C dash D dash, which is unequal to ABCD. These two squares are not equal. But this is the square A dash B dash C dash will be B dash. What we have to prove, that A dash B dash and all. So let us join A to A dash, B to B dash, C will be joined with C dash, and D will be joined with D dash. Okay, now extend B to F. Let this point be F and this point be E. Okay, so starting with the example, let's take in any point. Let's take any point. So join this also. Okay, now let's move to the solution. Okay, and this what we have to prove, a dash square. So first of all we are taking the triangle, and triangle a dash will come in triangle a dash e. Okay, what will write, a dash square will be equal to e dash e square plus a e square by Pythagoras. Give it the equation 1. Similarly, what we want next is c dash square, and c dash will come in triangle c dash, and give it the point e dash, c dash e dash. Okay, or let's take c dash and e dash. In this, what will write, c dash square will be equal to c dash e dash square plus c e dash square. Give it the equation 2. Adding equation 1 and 2. Since we want a dash square plus c dash square, we have to add these two equations. So we will add and write it as a dash square plus c dash square, which is equal to a dash e square a e square plus c dash e dash square plus c e dash square. Okay, LHS comes, but we have to find out the RHS also. So a dash e dash is equal to, what will see, a dash e dash a dash e, a dash e will be equal to b dash f, since a b e f is also a square. So first of all we will write it like a dash e square plus, we are in this squares, a e square plus c e dash square. Okay, in place of a dash e square, we will write it b dash f square, since ae is equal to bf. ae is equal to b dash f, and ce is equal to bf square. Similarly, ae will be equal to, we will take a point here, let us take G and join E to G. So AE will be equal to DG. So in place of AE we will write DG square, and in place of C dash E dash square we will write as D dash G square. You can write D dash G square. So we will see in triangle B dash F square plus bf square will give b dash square, and in triangle D G D dash D and G, what will we see? We will see that DG square D dash G square will give D square. Hence a dash square plus c dash square will give b dash square d dash square. Hence proved. We have to prove this only. A dash square plus c dash square will give b dash square and d dash square. Hence proved. Let's move to the next question. Question given is, find integers x, y, z. Find integers x, y, z such that we have to find integers x, y, z such that it is given two equation, that is x squared z plus y squared z plus 4xy equal to 40. In second equation it is given that x square plus y square plus x, y, z equal to 20. Given two equations and we have to find the all positive integers which will give an answer. Let's move to the solution. First we will from the equation 2 give it the equation 1 and this is equation 2. From equation 2 we will find the value of z. Z is equal to 20 minus x square minus y square upon xy, and we will put the value of z in equation 1. From equation 1 we will take z common, then it will become x square plus y square plus 4xy equal to 40. Now put the value of z. So x square plus y square 20 minus x square minus y square upon xy plus 4xy equal to 40. Okay, let's solve this equation. We will write equation is at 20 x square plus 20 y square minus x की power 4 x square y square minus x square y square minus y की power 4 equal to 40 xy minus 40 x square y square, 40 x square y square. Okay, so equating all the coefficient to RHS, we will write it right as x की power 4 plus y की power 4 minus 2x square y square. All are sent to the right RHS side. 20x square minus 20 y square plus 40 xy equal to 0. So what will this say? This is a square. We can write it like x square minus y square whole square. So it is making a square. Similarly, we take common 20 and it will become x square plus y square minus 2xy will be given at 0. Okay, it can be written as x plus y whole square and x minus y whole square, since x square minus y square is x plus y and x minus y. Similarly 20 and it is making a square of x minus y whole square, which is given as 0. Take x minus y square as common. What will be left? X plus y whole square minus 20, which is equal to 0. Since this is a square, x minus y whole square, we will write it x minus y equal to 0. This will give x equal to y. Since any positive, it is a square, and square cannot be negative, it can be 0. So it is equal to x equal to y. But x plus y is not equal to 20. So put this value in z. We will find a z which is equal to 20 minus x square minus y square upon xy. So we will put x equal to y in this. Z was 20 minus x square minus y square upon xy. Put this x equal to y. So it will become x square minus x square minus x square whole upon x square. What it will be give? 20 minus 2x square whole upon x square. It will give 20 upon x square minus 2. Okay, since x and y are equal, let's start with the when x equal to 1, y is also be 1. Since x and y are equal, so z will become 20 upon 1 minus 2, which is equal to 18. When we take x equal to minus 1 and y equal to also minus 1, z will become 18 only. When we put x equal to 2, y equal to 2, z will be 20 upon 4 minus 2. What it will give? It will give 3. Similarly, at x equal to minus 2, y is also minus 2, and z will be equal to 3 only. So these are the values, and so on. We will find all the, what we have to find in the question, that find integers x, y, z. So we find the values of x, y, z here. This is solved. Next, move to the next question. There are two natural numbers whose product is 192. It is given that the quotient of arithmetic mean to the harmonic mean of their greatest common measure, that is CF, and the least common multiple, that is LCM. Is 169 upon 48. Find numbers. So what question is given? That is two natural number whose product is 192. It is given that quotient of arithmetic mean to the harmonic mean. Arithmetic mean is AM and harmonic mean is HM. Of their greatest common measures, and the least common multiple is 169 upon 48. We have to find the number. So what it is given in this question is that it is given in this question, that is we have to find numbers. Good. Let's move to the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution. It is given that HCF and LCM, let HCF be H and LCM be L. What is given? That arithmetic mean to the harmonic mean of greatest common integers and the least common integer. We have to find what is the arithmetic mean of H and L will be H plus L by 2. It will be the arithmetic mean. And what will be the harmonic mean of this? Harmonic mean will be 2HL upon H plus L. This is the harmonic mean and this is the arithmetic mean. It is given that quotient of the arithmetic mean to the harmonic mean. Since we have to divide this, so quotient of the arithmetic mean to the harmonic mean will H plus L by 2 into H plus L upon 2H, and it is given that it is equal to 169 upon 48. Now let us solve this equation. It will give H plus L square upon 4HL will be equal to 169 upon 48. This will give H plus L square will be equal to 169 into HL upon 12. And in question it is given that product of these two numbers is 192, means HL is equal to 192. It will give H plus L square equal to 169 into 192 upon 12. It will give 169 into 16. What it will give is H plus is L equal to H plus L will be equal to 52. Okay, we will find an H plus L. Now let's move forward. What will get? H plus L is equal to 52, and HL is given as 19, H into L is equal to 192. Since product of 2 is 192, so h will be equal to 192 upon L plus L equal to 52. What it will give? L square minus 52L plus 192 equal to 0. Factorize it by the splitting the middle term. It will give L into 40, L minus 48, L minus 4 will be equal to 0. It will give L equal to 48 and let H equal to 40. Since one number is L and second is 4, so we'll take L is 48 and HCF will be lower than LCM, so HCF is 4 and LCM is 48. Now let number be 4x and 4y. We will take a number as 4x and 4y. LCM will be 4xy. So LCM will be 4xy, which is equal to 48 equal to 4xy. Since LCM we will take it 48, it will give xy equal to 12. When we put x equal to 1, y will be 12. So number is 4x and 4y. So first number will be 4 and 4y will be 4 into 12, which is gives us 48. And we will take x equal to 3, then y equal to 4. Two numbers are only possible, so number will be 12 and 16. Since x equal to 4x, 4 into 3, and this is a number what we will get. Let's move to the last question. In this question it is given that find all positive integer integral solution of the equation one upon x plus 1 upon y is equal to 1 upon 2013. Okay, what we have to find? We have to find all the positive integral solution of this equation. Let's move to the solution. Let's see. It is given that 1 upon x plus 1 upon y equal to 2013. Let us factorize first 2013. 2013 will give 3 into 11 into 61. So factors will be, we will discuss later why we are finding the factors. So factors will be 1, 3, 11, 33, 61, 183, 671, 2013. Okay, we find the factors. Now it is given that 1 upon x plus 1 upon y will be equal to 1 upon 2013. Let us solve this equation. We will write it as x plus y upon xy is equal to 1 upon 2013. Simplify it. 2013 y plus 2013 x will given as xy, and xy minus 2013x equal to 2013y. Taking x as common, it is given that x y minus 2013 will be equal to 2013y. So x will be equal to 2013y upon y minus 2013. Okay, let's now see. It is given that x equal to this. Okay, so 1 upon x plus 1 upon y is equal to 1 upon 2013. It is only possible when this denominator y minus 2013, x is an integral value. It is given that x is an integral value. So it is only possible when y minus 2013, when it is only possible only when y minus 2013 is equal to factors. That is only possible. It is equal to factors. It is factors of 2013, 1, 11, 33, 61, 183, 671, 2013. Now y is equal to 1. So first put y minus 2013 equal to 1. What will give? Y equal to 2014. We will get the value of y. So x will be equal to 2013 into y, that is 2014 whole upon 2014 minus 2013. What it will give? 2013 into 2014. Similarly, when y minus 2013 is equal to 3, then y will be given as 2016. So x will be equal to, x is equal to 2013 into 2016 whole upon, equation was 2013 y upon y minus 2013. So 2016 minus 2013. What it will give? 2013 into 672. So as we will continue this process, and the solutions are, first is at x is 2013 into 2014 at y 2014. Similarly, next will be 2013 into 672 at y equal to 2016. Similarly, 2013 into 184 will give 2014. 2024. Likewise, we will process the similar process. 2013 into 62 will give 2046, and 2013 when multiplied by 34 will give 2074, and next will be 2013 into 12 gives 2196. 2013 into 4 will give 2684, and similarly last is 4026 and 4026. These are the possible integral values of 1 plus x upon 1 plus y equal to 1 upon 2013. That's all.